Big weeks for me are about planning, teamwork and communication. I sit down with my coordinators and we plan, as they do with their distributors, at least 4 weeks in advance, so that everyone knows what they're doing and when they're doing it.
I think the most important thing is to actually spend time with the distributors. I would say 30 minutes for each distributor, planning their area, organising their time, explain the importance of doing reorders, as this will help increase their sales, and if they do need more area, offer them some vacant area.
It's not something you can do the day before. It takes weeks of preparation, a great deal of thought, because you need to try and do a promotion or incentives that appeal to as many of your team as possible.
Target your distributors. Ask your region for the distributors' total sales since they started or since the beginning of the year. Work out what the weekly average is and then add on 30%. If you add on 30% and they hit the target, you can pay them an extra 3% commission. So it's an extra 20% and then a 3%. So the 3% is coming out of your wages. If you think they can do a bit more, then stick on 50% and then pay them an extra 5%, and it works out brilliant. You'd be amazed what people will do for an extra 25 quid.
Element one is targeting, which is an important part of the business. Some coordinators look at the overall figure they're asked to do and are quite fearful of that. What I ask you to do is to break that down into the number of distributors that you have. So if you take, for instance, your figure of 3,000 and you have 10 distributors, that is only £300 per distributor. £300 per distributor doesn't sound a lot, but to each individual distributor, that could be their best ever week sales. And that's what a big week's all about, for each distributor achieving the best sales that they can do in their area.
We set ourselves a target, and I set what I hope is a realistic incentive for my coordinators, and they in turn set an incentive for their distributors.
If you are going to target your distributors, make sure that they hit their average weekly sales the week before the big week and the week after, because there's nothing worse than holding 200 quid's worth back of the normal average sales so they can hit the target and you're having a rubbish week the week before and the week after.
Big weeks are hard work. However, if you can bring the fun element into a big week, distributors enjoy it far more. The fun is important. You have to use your imagination and come up with a promotion that is really going to grab their attention.
Our successful big weeks, we work out what incentive we're going to offer the distributors. We do extra cash or extra commission.
Back when I was a coordinator, we used to put incentives on for the distributors. It could be gift vouchers or vouchers for the cinema or vouchers for the children to go shopping, things like that, anything that'll turn them on basically.
One of the ones that I like to use is a distributor one, which is a draw element. So it gets their customers involved in the big week and increases their sales to give the distributor one of the best big weeks ever.
At the end of the day, I must say that cash is the best incentive. It can be extra commission, it can be a lump sum as an extra top prize for the one that performs the best, but we have to put something on. My tip to you is that you will not get a successful promotion week without offering an incentive.
My coordinators also support their distributors. They do whatever they need to do, whether that's go out and drop books with them, or bag up their customer orders, or transfer customer orders onto the distributor bulk order form. Whatever needs to be done, they do it. We all go that extra mile to make sure that we're successful.
It's absolutely vital that you contact each distributor every day to make sure that they are coping with the week, motivate them and encourage them to go on.
We also go out and help them. So if you've got a distributor that normally works full time and they can do extra catalogues but they're not sure if they can pick them up, then go out, offer to help pick them up. It helps.
Once the big week is over, everybody's done their best. Make sure you thank them, make a fuss of them and reward them. You might just want the same thing off them again.
My top tip, a way of adding extra earnings and extra commissions for your distributors during the big week. It actually starts before big week, and what I encourage the distributors to do is to put an old catalogue in with every customer order the week before, during and the week after big week. with a little note attached to it saying, as a valued customer, I'm offering you 10% discount off any purchase within this catalogue. I'll call back and collect it on da-da-da-da-da. Thank you. This is a different slant on reorders, but it really does work. The strike rate is massive. Customers love it because they love a bargain, and the distributors are cool with it because even though they're only going to get 10% commission, they've only done half of the work, if not less. So it's a win-win for everybody.
Recruitment. You will never ever achieve the sales targets on Big Week unless you recruit as many people as possible. Whether it's run extra advertising campaigns, bring on family and friends to work just 1 week, contact past distributors and ask them to come back. You need the people on board.
The successful hints and tips that we've used in our region are:
I used to rope family and friends in with their distributors to help them out on Big Week.
I do personal sales, and the extra commission I use as incentives towards the distributors.
I encourage my distributors to put out extra books the week before and the week of Big Week.
Make sure you get out and get as many leads chased, even if they're only going to work for you for 1 week only. It doesn't matter. You get them on board and you get as many people trained and out and about delivering the catalogues as much as possible.
One of the best ideas that we've used in our region is a customer prize draw, where the distributors will hand out raffle tickets to each of the customers when they produce an order. This gets the customers involved in Big Week and makes sure that the distributor has a very, very successful Big Week. Your prize might be a bottle of spirits, it may even be a portable telly. By doing that, you will increase your sales per distributor tenfold.
Reorders, a definite must. Get them to do them on the previous week's sales and obviously on Big Week itself, get them to do them then.